wasn't so afraid of words. I've been on my questions high. Start the conversation, give you my confessions, tell you all the things I felt about you. I don't do art, but I've got my actions, secretly hoping that you have been watching. I don't do art, but I'll get to talking. I've got the answers if you do the asking. Maybe it's better if I just forget it. Convince myself to not be wasting all this time. But something about you makes me wanna be reckless and do whatever just so you could be mine. If I wasn't so afraid of words, I'd spin all my questions. I'd start the conversations, give you my confessions, tell you all the things I felt about you. I don't do art, but I've got my actions, secretly hoping that you have been watching. I don't do art, but I'll get to talking. I've got the answers if you do the asking.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to IML TV London session. How's everybody doing? Can everybody see my screen? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Awesome. As you can see, hold on real quick. As you can see from these different currency pairs, we're going to recap what happened yesterday so we could further understand the reasons why the market does what it does and how we could be able to capitalize on certain trades. As you guys can see right here, this would have been the most simple trade setup due to the fact that it broke this area of resistance, tested as support, did a shift in momentum. Let me see something real quick. I'll break it down into more detail. 78.6. So that would have been a good area to enter. But before we even get started, for every single person that's here brand new for the very first time, make sure that the prerequisites before this is finished. And in order for us to really understand the forex markets, we have to be able to understand every single aspect behind it. And if you come with a mentality of being eager to learn and understanding that the more information that you know, the more that you study, the more repetition that occurs when it comes to coming onto the charts, coming onto the sessions, marking up charts, taking trades, even if it's on demo accounts, it doesn't matter. You get to a certain point where you start to practice it so much that it starts to become a habit. And that's the main point in the first place, okay? So for everybody that's brand new, if you're on the session, this is the London session where we go over trade setups, recaps of what happened the day prior to as well. But if you don't understand what's going on, it's because basics 1 through 4 and technical analysis is a must. And the reason being is because you want to be able to understand the entire lingo that we break down, the entire terminology, behind everything, and also for the technical analysis aspect, understanding what this platform trading view is, and pretty much how to utilize multiple confirmations to give you those high probability trade setups, so that way you could be able to profit within the markets. That's the whole main point in the first place. And then Sundays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern is pretty much going to be the beginner session. And in those sessions, we pretty much break down everything in detail, from the psychological aspects behind everything to also the confirmations and, breaking it down, all the technicals, piece by piece and whatnot. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 2 a.m. Eastern, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 11 p.m. Pacific, is going to be the London session. We're going to be going over different trade setups. Okay, so does everybody follow me so far? Awesome. So we're going to recap what happened yesterday and go into detail on the whole Fibonacci aspect behind everything, so you can start to see how it plays into everything when it comes to the confirmations as well with the Fibonacci levels. So give me 1 second. I'm going to grab this water real quick. I'll leave this up for about like, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes so you guys can copy it. Someone said, I'd like to know why you drink so much water. Um, does everybody understand why water is a necessity in our entire body? That we're more than 60-70% water. And that if we don't, you know, actually filter out through all the stuff that's in our body, that's the reason why we have allergies. That's the reason why we get sick. That's the reason why we have degenerative diseases, because we need to drink water. So that's a tip of the day. And if anybody says that these technical or these Fibonacci levels is not up to your standard, then don't copy it. All right, did everybody copy the Fibonacci levels? it's not a music channel. I'm over here letting people copy the whole Fibonacci aspect behind everything. And for some people, they're either taking pictures of it, they're actually writing it down. But I can see the impatience factor when it comes to this whole thing. It's crazy. And I'm telling you guys right now, when it comes to trading, like, patience is key. You know, it's not like 5-10 minutes even makes a difference maker of a trade happening right now as we speak. You know, I just want to be able to give you guys the Fibonacci aspect, because who here needed the Fibonacci levels in the first place? All right, perfect. Perfect. Why don't you just send a screenshot? I don't know, because I didn't. And a lot of music to play while everybody copied it down. Let's keep the positive vibes high. Guys, so here's the key factor too when it comes to trading. Come on with a positive mentality. Come on with like a high vibration, a vibration of appreciation and whatnot. If not, you fail every single time. I have the same question. How do you take the exact moment to open your trade? There's no answers to that. Like, there's not an alert. There's not like an actual, this is the exact thing that has to happen every single time to let you know when to enter a trade. If that was the case, every single one of us would be multi-millionaires fast too as well. That's the whole main point. That's where the skill set comes into play. That's where tying in Fibonacci with all the other confirmations take place. So if you're having problems on when to open your trade, it's just the hesitation factor, because you don't feel validated in your mind to press buy or sell. Okay? To press buy or sell. Because say for instance, even if you're looking at this, say if you put Fibonacci from this top area, right, to this bottom area, and you're able to see area of resistance that it broke, came back down to retest, broke above 78.6, and you say you entered there, there is no secret sauce to it. There's no extra anything. It was just the fact of waiting for it to break above 78.6 is what you're waiting for to press buy. Now the thing is, when it comes to trading, it's all about probability and having high probability based off high probability trade setups. And that's the whole main point. You're not going to win every single trade. But the whole main point in the first place is to be able to win more than you lose, to have a profitable pip count every single week, no matter if you lost 2 or 3 trades. But even if you won 2 or 3 trades, because your risk was only 2 to 3% while your reward was much greater, that's the whole main point. So when it comes to like knowing exactly when to enter, that's where the practice comes into play. Look at the simplicity behind it. This is one thing I wanted to show you guys with the whole Fibonacci aspect. Say, for instance, if we're utilizing this same chart right here, and we want to be able to know how we would have been able to capitalize on this setup. Well, this was the area of support that it created when it moved up. If I went to this high area of resistance, guess what area did it hit? 38.2. If I wanted to cross verify, I went up here. Yeah, it hit the 50. But if it hit the 50 and it hit the 38.2, that gives it all the validation to enter. Look how easy that would have been. Who here would feel that it was easy if you saw price break, started moving up, you put the Fibonacci where this support was to this top area where resistance was, you see that there's a zone here, you see there's a previous level of support, you see price comes all the way up to 38.2, doesn't break it. How easy would that trade have been if you took it? How easy would that have been? Break, retest, 38.2, resistance, previous support, zone. Who here would have taking that trade any given day. Too easy, right? That's the reason why I didn't want to do the Fibonacci aspect yesterday. I wanted you guys to see it without the Fibonacci to break it down in detail now today. So say, for instance, if we utilize that level to look at the other entries too as well, okay? So if I go from here, price came back down, came up. Say, for instance, I did that level of support. I tested out to that area of resistance. Well, guess what? 38.2 is right there. Say if I drew it to up here, what did it hit? The 50 there as well. And right here, where did it hit perfectly from this support to this resistance? The 61.8. So 61.8, it hit the 50 there, and it hit the 38.2. 50, 61.8, 38.2, 50, 61.8, 38.2. Those are three levels within the Fibonacci that you could cross-verify that this was going to what? Drop. Okay? Makes sense? Okay. Delete that. How would I have known about this one? Okay. Well, when price broke this level of support, it started retracing up. Boom. Here. Go to this top. What did it hit? Well, right here was 78.6. Okay, let's see what it was over here. 78.6. Perfectly. Okay, cool. I look. 78.6 perfectly still. Still 78.6. Still 78.6. I go over here, and what is it? 88.6. So what I'm saying is the fact that I utilize multiple levels. I utilize that as a base, that area of support. I test it on that resistance here, on this resistance, and this resistance, and this resistance. And whichever one is the area that it hits the most, which is right there, which is around 78.6, 78.6, 78.6. It was too easy to say that if it closed underneath 78.6, it would have been an easy short position. Hence the reason why it dropped. How many pips? 219 pips. Makes sense? Okay, continue down to this point. How would he know about this one? Too easy. Go to this level of support. This is the base right here. Support. I go up here. I look. Okay, it hit the 50 there. It hit the 61.8 perfectly. It didn't hit anything there. Obviously, when 70.6 would have been right here if your area was right here. Go up more. Where did it hit? 78.6. So then you go, okay, 78.6 is a strong area. And then from this level to this level, you can see that 61.8 was the level. And then from this area to this high area, 61.8 was right there. So it's all about cross-validation, okay? Cross-validation. What do you mean? I'm not doing this for any screenshots. Yeah, I know my battery's at 11%. I'll connect it. Why do I prefer it from the end to the beginning? Because do you notice that it's accurate? What time are we starting? No, like I do use fibs. But does everybody understand the reason why I draw the fibs that I draw? And the reason why, like, does everybody see how accurate it is? Because, like, um, I know sometimes some people say that there's a certain way of drawing it, but the truth is, this is just accurate. You know what I mean? Like, this is what works. And this is what helps with high accuracy entries. You know what I mean? Watch. We go again. Okay, this one. $50, 61.8. So if I drew this up and I see that price is moving up, I'll have this area up here, boom, 23.6. Okay, cool, whatever, that doesn't matter. I see the area that's 50, right? I see this one. So I could cross verify and have these areas set up, right? So I'd have one like this. So it's like, okay, there's nothing really there. Same thing from that level. I'm like, well, fit 61.8 is right there and 38.2. All right, that's fine. Then I go back over here, do it again. I'm like, all right, cool. So it's like, what I know is whatever areas is going up to, I know there's a 23.6 area here, a 50, and a 61.8. Now there's a 61.8. This is a higher probability Fibonacci level. So let's see what it does. Price came up perfectly. You can see it. 23, 50, 61.8 came up, and then it dipped. Does everybody see how I do that? No, 38.2, 61.8, 78.6. So 30.2, 61.8, 78.6, 88.6 is how would you know that would be a sell, not a buy? Because of the technical analysis classes that I put down in IMO Academy, that you don't buy on a downtrend. Let me get my charger. Okay, it takes some time, but it's crystal clear. Does everybody understand the Fibonacci aspect and that one's current one look like a shift in momentum in the big green candle? No. What a shift in momentum is if you saw it break this area of resistance. So look, when it did floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, over here there's a floor and became a ceiling. It never once made the ceiling become a floor. So because of that, it's what? It's still in a downtrend. And it's not the higher number, the stronger the entry. It's the fact that 38.2, 61.8, 78.6, and 88.6 are the areas to be looking at for the Fibonacci aspect. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, cool. So this one right here. Let's see. From here to here. Okay, so you look. Alright, well, it came up. 70.6 is right there. Right here is 70.6. So 70.6 here, 70.6 there. Let's see where else. $88.6. Okay, so at this area right here is what? What is the closest thing here? There's 80.6, 78.6, 80.6, 70.6. So this whole area right here, if you're looking at the crosshairs, right? This close area to where it hits is 88.6. So 88.6, 78.6. So the moment it started breaking below this area, could have gave validation that it was dropping. If I want even more validation, I go up to even more. And you look, watch. See where I put this pink line? Move it up, even to that top. Where is it? Oh, 88.6. So 88.6, 88.6, 88.6, 70.6, 70.6. It was just all cross verifying and pretty much saying multiple times based off Fibonacci levels from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here, that this is a strong area with support becoming resistance and press sell. Does that make sense? There you go. There's a screenshot. Okay. So what would I do now for this? First off, if I do the Fibonacci and I broke this area of resistance, that's like one of the main areas I'm actually looking for, right? And do like this. Even though 61 point is here, I can still see that there's a what? Area of resistance. I can draw the zone. Yes, I see that here there's a 78.6. Also an area of resistance that it broke and tested. So if I'm just drawing out these zones and these areas based off levels of the Fibonacci levels, now it gives you areas to look at within the market, so that way if price moves into a certain direction, you know exactly what to be looking for. So if here, came here, broke above, and say you entered here, okay, cool. This was your first trade setup. Now price comes up, hits your stop profit or hits your stop loss and comes down to here, then you know this is the second area to be looking at, okay? If price went all the way down to this point, then you know this would be the last area to be looking at for a buy position. But these are the three zones, the three areas, the three fib levels they're going to be watching out for to enter for a buy position. Does that make sense? It's not the fact fibs does not work, it's the fact that fib hasn't went to those levels yet. So now you have areas in the market to be watching out for. This would have been your first area you were looking for. Next. Now, as you guys can see there, there's like what? Resistance, support, resistance, support. You see resistance, support. No matter what, if it's all confirmations, you're just watching how price reacts so that we could respond to it. Did someone say screenshot? Like, guys, be patient. I'm always going to give you guys a screenshot. I'm not even going to show you guys other currency pairs. I want you guys just to focus on this. Because once you guys draw it up and have it to the point where it's like this and you have your Fibonacci levels the same, and you see it play out, I'll give you that validation deep down inside and confirmation within your mindset on the fact and how easy trading is, as long as we're patient and waiting for the moves to happen. Okay, but did everybody have a good session and understands deeper on Fibonacci levels and entries? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully, you guys got value from this session. I want to go deep into the Fibonacci aspect because people were having questions about entries and where to be at, etc. So I wanted to break that down to you guys in detail. But other than that, I appreciate you guys for hopping on, and I'll see you guys on the next session.